Introduction. If anything can go wrong, it will. If several things can go wrong, the one that will cause the most damage will go wrong first. If everything is going well, you have overlooked something. For the past 5,000 years, your own has been what's going wrong the most. Welcome back to our series on hidden African history. Today, we're visiting the western part of Africa, the country of Togo. Here are 10 historical facts you might not have known about Togo. 1. The gateway of the Slave Coast. Before it was Togo, the region was the central part of what Europeans called the Slave Coast. The town of Adbidrafo, a site where enslaved people were kept in cramped quarters beneath the floorboards of a merchant's house before being shipped across the Atlantic. 2. A triple colonial history. Togo is unique for having been colonized by 3 different European powers in a short relative time span. The first was Germany from 1884 to 1914 as Togoland. And then after the First World War, Great Britain took over, but they took over only the western part of Togo. And France also took over after the First World War, but they took over only the eastern part of Togo. 3. The modern colony myth. During the German era, Togoland was often called the modern colony because it was the only German colony to become self-supporting through its own tax revenue. But the myth behind the truth was this was built on heavy taxation. This success made the people live brutal lives. 4. The divided Iwi people. When the British and French split Togoland after the First World War, they drew a line right to the heart of the Iwi ethnic territory. This split remains a significant cultural and political theme today, as Iwi families found themselves living in 2 different countries. In modern day, that is Ghana and Togo. 5. The Nana Bands. In the mid-20th century, a group of powerful Togolese women entrepreneurs known as the Nana Bands rose to fame. They gained a monopoly on the distribution of Dutch wax prints, also known as Dutch textile, and became so wealthy that they were the first people to drive Mercedes-Benz car in the country, becoming symbols of female economic power. 6. The 1963 coup. In January 1963, the country's first president, Sylvanus Olympus, was assassinated, a moment that set a precedent for political instability in the region for decades that followed. 7. The Tambama Castles, home to the Batamariba people. They built these castles for the designs of both spiritual reason and to defend against slave raiders. Lome, the only divided capital. For a time after World War I, the capital city of Lome was essentially a border town because the British and French border was drawn right at the edge of the city. You could technically walk across the street and move from British Togoland to French Togo. 9. The world's voodoo capital. While many associate voodoo with Haiti, its roots are much deeper in Togo, well before Haiti was even established. The Akadeshua Festival Market in Lome is the largest of its kind in the world, serving as a pharmacy for traditional healers for centuries. 10. The Independent Referendum. Unlike many colonies that were simply handed their independence, Togo's part involved a unique UN-supervised plebiscite in 1956. This allowed the people to vote on their future status, eventually leading to full independence from France on April 27, 1960. Thank you for joining us on Hidden African History on today's 10 amazing facts about Togo. Like and subscribe so that you can join us on our next episode on Tanzania. See you soon.